Hello everybody, today I want to show you one of the specials that we have on sale right now. It's Centaurus Cassandra 2, second iteration of Cassandra. It's one of the cheaper computers. We're selling it for under $600 shipped. It's built around the famous Intel Anniversary Edition processor G3258. It's not one of those K processor, but still it comes unlocked. It has unlocked multiplier, so it can be overclocked. And the stock clock on it is only 3.2 GHz, and it's only dual core processor. But we have overclocked it to 4.0 GHz without increasing any voltages. It can go higher than that if you need it to. And even though it's just a dual core processor, it still outperforms quad core processor from AMD like FX 4300. It's still faster than FX 6300, even though it's 6-core processor. So it's not a huge disadvantage to have a dual core processor in your computer if it's from Intel, because Intel dual core processors are quite well optimized for games, and most of the games are still not taking advantage of more than 2 cores, and some work better with quad core processors, but others don't really care. And in many benchmarks we've seen that processor overclocked to 4.0 GHz performing the same way as i7 processors do. So a lot of times it doesn't really matter, and if it can make the price of this computer that low, why not use it? So let me show you what's inside of that computer. That whole system is built inside of Radmax Viper 2 case. It has got that see, opening here. We don't have a DVD burner in that case because, well, most of the people don't use DVD burners every day, and that is why we basically saved on it. It makes computer lighter and cheaper. So if you need DVD drive or DVD burner, you can always buy an external one. It's just like $20, so it's not a big deal. The case itself is really pretty. It's a dust magnet, so if you have a lot of dust, you gotta make cleanups quite often. The front of it, there are openings for cooling. There is a red LED fan underneath that we have installed. It's not a default option for this case. It comes only with one black fan. We've installed red LED 120mm fan here on the front, and you can see that red glow through those holes here. It has got that shiny top with USB 2.0, 3.0 connections, the power button, reset, regular headphones, and microphone connections. And there are openings here along the sides for cooling, and we've added another 120mm fan on top, which was also optional in default case. It's quite simple on the back. It's basically all the connections for the motherboard, USB. There are 6 USB 2.0 connections, 2 USB 3.0, all the audio connections. Integrated video, and it's not working since there is a discrete video card, and on the video card it's all standard DisplayPort, HDMI, dual DVIs, and you can convert one of them to VGA if you need to, and another 120mm fan that was actually installed here by default. And inside of the computer, the system is built on the B85 motherboard from MSI. It's gaming edition motherboard. It's not cheap, but it has got quite a few nice features. It looks really nice. As you can see, it's all black with red heat sinks, so it's a really nice motherboard to work with. There are a lot of connections, and it's like full-size board, quite big, bigger than average ones. Some of them would make them shorter like this, and in this case it's just much easier to work with, more connections, and it's very reliable. It doesn't bend, very durable, and so on. The processor underneath this heatsink, as I said before, it's Intel Pentium Anniversary Edition G3258 overclocked to 4.0 GHz. We can push it higher, it goes to 4.2, 4.4 with a little bit of added voltage. We just didn't do that because it didn't make much of a difference above 4.0 GHz, so we left it there since it runs at stock voltage, and temperatures were really nice. The heatsink is Zalman 7000 ALCU. Basically it's aluminum and copper fins here, 92mm fan, runs really quiet, and the processor stays under 60 degrees Celsius under heavy load, so it's not going to be a problem for it. There are two sticks, 8GB of memory, 4GB in each stick. It's dual channel memory. You can expand it to 16GB or 32GB, it's up to you, but 8GB is fine size. Most of the games don't care if you use 8 or 16, so 8 is gonna be running quite nice here. The video card is GTX 950 from MSI. It uses single 6-pin connector here from the power supply, otherwise it doesn't draw a lot of power from the power supply. It runs really cool and quiet, and it performs really nice. It's one of the best video cards in terms of price performance numbers, and we really love GTX 950. It can run any game, pretty much any game, on 1080p resolution with mostly high settings. All newer games run just fine on it, and rarely you need more than that. The power supply is 400 watt from Sigmatech, really nice one, 80+ bronze certified. As you can see, we've done a really nice job here with cabling. We hid all the cables, so it looks really nice on the inside. It doesn't obstruct airflow as well. There is a fan here under the front panel. As I said before, it's 120mm with red LEDs in it, so you can see it from the front. The hard drive, it's 1TB hard drive here, and 120GB SSD from it's Moshkin. That setup is very fast. Computer starts up in like 15 seconds. You can store all your software on the SSD, and bigger like videos or bigger games you can move them to hard drive HDD. And it's still gonna be fast. Computer itself still gonna be fast because Windows sits on the SSD and it runs really nice like that. So this is it for the case. There is nothing else inside. No DVD, as I mentioned before. Makes computer much lighter, and most people don't use it anyway. You can control speed of all the fans here. They're all connected to 3-pin connectors here. Other than that, there are a few expansion slots that you can use in the future if you need some add-on cards, or I don't know, if you want to use Crossfire and use 2 Radeon cards in the future, you can do that. This is it for the case. Once again, this is Cassandra 2. You can find it on our website. We sell it on Amazon as well. It's limited edition version. We've got only a few of them. We build them for fun, just to show that cheap computer doesn't necessarily have to be like slow computer or anything. And with the SSD HDD combo setup, it starts really fast. The dual-core processor from Intel, when overclocked, it also shows magic, running games and any applications, and GTX 950 video card will take care of all the gaming if you run in 1080p monitor. It's a perfect computer. It's really cool, it's very quiet, it's whisper quiet, and again it's not expensive. You can get it for under $600 delivered to you with a regular 3-year warranty. So if you like that computer, you can find it online on our website, on Amazon.com as well. Again, it's Cassandra modification. You can find it under specials. And if you like that video, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Subscribe to our channel, like this video. Contact us if you have any questions. We'll be glad to help you out with them. Thank you and have a great day.